Hello friends, welcome back to my gaming channel Neon. So let's continue on our gameplay walkthrough of Tell Me Why. In the last video, we mm, what do you say? We went to the store to look for Tessa, and we got to know from Tom that Tessa is at the cemetery to visit her parents' graves. Then we had some fun with Michael as Tyler, and we got to know Michael is gay and was interested in Tyler. But mm, as good as it might be to be in a relationship, but uh, I am not interested to see a gay relationship in my game. So I passed up on the offer. So now we are here in the cemetery looking for uh, Tessa, but Tessa is nowhere to be found near the graves of her parents. And we decided, means Tyler and Allison decided to visit their mother's. And I think Tessa will be there near their mother's grave. So I think there is a memory nearby. Yeah, let's remember this.
Allison, please.
I'm not going.
Allison, come back.
Yeah. Any hope that this would be easier than last time? Totally gone.
At least this time no one's sending me away.
I'm holding you to that. Afterwards, you and I had a moment over there by the totem, right? I wonder if we could see that.
Doesn't hurt to check.
Wait a minute. Yeah. Which way? Maybe that's. Let's go this way and see. She told something about this totem, right? Yeah, there is a memory here.
I won't let them take you away. I'm gonna tell them the truth. You swore, Allison. I'm gonna be okay. Please don't worry about me.
I know I'm supposed to get over this Brown thing, but I really wish you'd been able to come visit that much.
Yeah, me too, but look, I didn't make any promises that day. You did. Watch.
Another memory.
They all think you killed her. It's not fair. I'll be okay. You have to take care of yourself now.
See?
It's possible, but I don't think so.
Well, I know so. Thinking about it got me through the rest of the day.
But I'm gonna come see you every week. And we'll
Allison
talk with our
promised
voice
to
every
be-
day. I'll be back soon.
Allison promised to visit.
But I'm gonna come see you every week.
Tyler promised to
Alright?
return. Let's choose
Promise.
Allison's memory.
I'll be back soon, alright? Promise. Chief Brown's gonna take care of you. We'll be okay. You'll see.
Kids. About to stop.
I'm sorry it took me so long to come back. I got so caught up in everything that
You really don't have to explain. I understand what you were going through now.
Are you ever gonna let me finish my sentences?
Maybe someday, but not today.
And anything interesting about this totem? Maybe not. Hey. And what is this?
You think Snowball still lives in there?
Snowy owls only tend to live about 10 years.
Oh, rest in peace, Snowball.
This spot's familiar. hard Marianne took it when Eddie's mom died.
Well, we were only 4, but yeah. She lost one of her only friends. She was always saying how she never would have found a place in Delos Crossing without Carol.
You think her death kicked off Marianne's,
It definitely didn't help, but no. It was years later.
So this was Eddie's mom, Eddie Brown's mother, Carol Brown, October 8, 1937 to September 21st, 1999. Finn Anderson. I'll go up there, but let's finish looking down here.
Ty,
This is it. Right?
yeah. God, I think I need a second.
I'm gonna have a look around, okay? I'll be right back.
Yeah, all good.
I still haven't found it.
Sorry. All I remember is a bird jumping around on a stump during the funeral.
I still haven't found it.
Sorry. All I remember is a bird jumping around on a stump during the funeral.
She's gotta be here somewhere.
In loving memory of Brooke Moore, September or something. Before I continue over here, I think I should go and talk to... I think that's Tessa over there, so let's talk to Tessa.
No, I want to see her grave before we go.
Okay.
No dice. Not hers. Why can't I remember? Where is she?
Mary Ann Ronan. July 8, 1965 to March 1st.
Allison.
Is that her?
What the hell was going on with you? What broke?
Why didn't you say anything? We were your goblins. You didn't have to do it all alone.
God, this is sad.
Tessa?
Kids, I wasn't expecting to see. What are you doing here?
What are you doing here?
Feeling a little guilty, maybe?
When we pass on, our graves are all anyone has to remember us by. Letting hers just fall apart would be cruel. I'm not a cruel person.
Cruel enough to call social services on our mother.
I wanted to protect you. Marianne was getting worse all the time. I was afraid that if things kept going the way they were, then one day...
We were going to end up dead?
Look, I'm sorry I didn't tell you the whole story back in the store, but I didn't want you to...
Enough with the excuses. What the hell happened to her? Why'd you turn your back on us?
Your mom was always just barely getting by, and over the years she burned a lot of goodwill. It got so bad, no one was willing to hire her, and the stress of that, well, it took its toll. I tried to help, but she pushed me away. She pushed us all away. In the end, she isolated herself from everyone. She was alone and out of options.
She had us until you threatened to have us taken away.
I couldn't let her drag you down with her. She had you stealing for God's sake. Your mother never wanted to be a part of this community. She always thought she was better than the rest of us. A spoiled little girl playing fairy princess in the woods. If she just settled down with someone instead of running around with married men, well, just ask Sam Kansky how much better that would have been for everyone.
Wait, what?
Oh God.
What happened between them?
I wasn't thinking. Please, just forget I said anything.
Tessa!
All I know is whatever went on, Laura left Sam over it. But I shouldn't have said anything about that. I promised I wouldn't. I'm sorry, kids.
You could have done better. You did what you had to. You destroyed our family. I will forgive her.
You were worried. And you did what you thought you had to. I get it. We both do. The situation was so fucked that, well, there probably wasn't a good answer.
Thank you. No, I could have done more. Marianne was fragile. She needed help, and I failed her. It's my fault. She's gone. I know I've made mistakes. All I can do now is say that I'm sorry. If I could give you back your mother, I would. I don't deserve your forgiveness, especially yours, Tyler. But if there's a place for me in your lives, I'd like to be there.
I have to know something first. Are you good with who I am?
I've been thinking about that since you came home. I believe that my life is better for having lived it by God's word. But I also believe we don't always understand what He's saying to us. I prayed for guidance, and seeing you standing here in front of me, such a strong and thoughtful young man, I think I have His answer.
That means a lot to me. Thank you.
Tessa, I know the last couple of days have been heated. I'm up for a fresh start if you are, but it's not really up to me. Tyler?
I am done losing people. I can't forgive. I am done losing people.
I'm done losing people. And if we can't let people grow, then what the hell kind of chance do we have?
Thank you. Both of you. Kids, I never knew your mother's whole story, but it was obviously very painful. She always said you two were the only good luck she'd ever had. I'm going to try harder to forgive her. I hope you can as well. If you two are in town tomorrow, come by the cafe. Lunch is on me.
There gonna be coconut cake on the menu?
You know, I think there just might be. I'll see you two tomorrow then.
We'll be there. Come on.
I couldn't explore the whole place, but whatever.
That was something, huh?
Yeah, it was.
I had pretty much given up on her, but I guess sometimes people change.
I know. I feel like a total ass right now.
She probably feels the same.
I bet Tessa's thinking the same thing.
Yep. Things are gonna be real awkward my first day back in the office.
Oh, I'm sure you'll both manage to never talk about today.
Exactly.
I just want to recheck that I've checked everything.
Where are you going?
No, it won't let me go further. I thought there was person. I thought that was Tessa. Like maybe not, but I think I should have talked to that person, whoever it was. But whatever. So let's head back. We have already explored this place.
You want to sit down for a bit?
Sure.
Not a bad view, right?
Yeah. I get now why they put cemeteries in nice spots. Takes a little bit of the sting off.
Thanks for coming with this. Our reunion hasn't got a plan. Thanks for coming with me.
Listen, I know this has been hard. I'm really grateful you saw it through with me. Fireweed was great, but there was no one really there for me like that, you know? You're the only one.
Hey, brothers and sisters, right?
But it's been way more brothers than sisters lately, which is why I'm trying to say thank you.
You really don't have to.
You saved my life, Allison.
Only for you to end up locked up in fireweed for the rest of your childhood.
Wait, are you still blaming yourself for that? Don't. It was my choice.
It's just... I stole your life, Tyler. And then I totally wasted it.
That's not true.
You're on your way to Denali. Michael's gonna be a famous chef, and what am I doing? Nothing.
You needed time to heal. Stop putting yourself down.
Nothing. You've been working on that accounting degree, and your art's good. Really good. Stop putting yourself down. As soon as we figure this shit out, we're gonna sell the house, and you're gonna go to Juneau. You're gonna kick ass.
You make it sound so easy.
No. We never had a shot at easy. But we always pull through, right?
Yeah. You're right. Hey. Wherever Ranger Tyler ends up next, he better come down from the hills to visit us city folk every now and then. You hear?
For sure. And anyway, that's not gonna be for a while. We've got time.
Oh yeah, of course. We do. So I guess we know the story now, huh? Marianne was done with Delos, and Delos was done with her. Maybe she was too proud, but she worked so hard for so long, and when she reached the end of her rope, no one was there to help her. Not even Tessa or Eddie. And when she heard social services was coming, she
Gave up. But killed her kids? Really? I don't know. It still feels like there's something missing, right?
You're never gonna understand what was going through her mind. I'll bet even she didn't. It's probably always gonna feel that way.
I'm gonna fall asleep the second I hit the couch.
You'd better rally. We still have to do some cleaning before bed.
Do we have to?
Hey, whoever packs the most gets the big couch tonight.
What?
Shit. Allison.
I'll get the fire extinguisher.
What's happening? Who is this?
Tyler, are you all right?
Allison, barn.
Stay there. I got it.
Someone did that on purpose. Maybe Sam Kenzie, because I think he did not want this place to be sold.
What happened?
There was a guy. He smashed me in the face with the door.
What guy? What did he look like?
I'm not sure. I couldn't see straight, and he was all in black.
God, why would someone try to burn down our barn?
I don't know. But I'm going to find out. So, did Eddie teach you how to put out a fire?
Nope, I taught myself.
Okay?
Did he really have to smash everything?
I might have found something. Is that a box under the barn?
Yeah, what the hell? I think this is where the fire started.
So he was trying to burn whatever's inside?
We should check it out. I'm gonna need to remove a few more planks to get to it.
Where could we possibly find a tool to do that? Is that a box under the barn?
These planks look newer than the rest.
That corner used to be all dirt for chickens. She was always saying how she was gonna make this place a real homestead. Little house on the tundra.
Okay? There's something under here. We need
He
to
went
find
looking
out.
under the rug? This gas can was already here this morning. He didn't bring it with him.
I have a suspicion on Sam Kenzie, and he knows something.
Well, at least he left us the
He
junk.
really turned this place upside down.
Too bad he wasn't after this. That damn broken door. Let him right in.
It might be someone else also. I just have a suspicion on that. It might be someone else. And from what we got to know about Sam and all, Sam might be their father or even.
None of the valuable stuff's missing.
I guess we know how he made the hole. Asshole even dumped the drawers. This guy went on a tear.
Another collectible?
At least you were spared.
The moon hat. Oh, that reminds us we need to read another story. Oh shit. I missed one collectible here. Shit.
The Moon Hag is an old and powerful witch. She lures her innocent victims deep beneath the ice and traps them there forever.
I think I missed this and we cannot go back, so there's nothing to be done. I think I missed this somewhere in that, what do you call it? That cemetery. Yeah. Everything was going so well. I missed it. There's nothing we can do about that right now.
Step back.
I'll be fine.
in
Well,
this box?
I only know one person who'd bother to decorate a storage box like this.
Marianne. Let's open it. What's that there?
Some kind of carving. Not sure what it is, though.
Okay, it has something.
3 digits. Any ideas?
Marianne was never really a numbers kind of person.
Let's look at that carving. No. That carving.
Look, it's the same symbol.
The secret keeper.
Well, let's see if we can find any numbers.
Okay, a 3-digit number. I read this story. Hmm. I don't know. It's a 3-digit number. I don't see any numbers in it. Wait, there is a 3 here. There is a 3. 0. A 3 and a 0. What else? Is this a 1?
Finding anything?
Just give me a sec. We wrote a shit ton of stories.
1, 3, 0.
That did it.
Yeah.
Guessing she didn't know how much of an ass he'd turn out to be.
Dear Marianne, I need to see you again. I know how that sounds. I don't want you to think. I know how that sounds that I don't want you to think that I chase after all the new girls in Delos Crossing. I've always taken my boast seriously, but something changed when I met you. When we are together, I feel like I am doing 80 down the highway with my lights on and I never want to stop. I know it isn't right and we both have a lot to lose, but I need to be with you again. I hope
What a
you
mess.
feel the same. Heart symbol. P.S. I brought you a little something for next time. I can't wait to see how it looks on you. And the other
Fuck.
one?
That's rough.
Marianne, I am sorry you are...
This guy tried to push Marianne to get an abortion, even though she wanted to keep us.
I am sorry you are in this situation. I know you feel like you make a great mother and I don't doubt you will someday. But right now we have to be sure we don't ruin the 3 lives. My marriage hasn't been happy for some time. But she doesn't deserve this. But mostly I am worried about you. People here talk and I don't want you to have to go through that. I know money has been tight, but I will do what I can to help you do the right thing. Just let me know how much you need. That's it?
That's everything. What the hell?
So, Marianne hid a box under the barn. Box full of letters from our deadbeat dad.
He came for these letters.
He turned the whole place upside down and didn't take anything. All he wanted was that box.
And he was willing to burn down the barn to get rid of what was inside. You know what it all means, right?
Yep. That guy had an affair with Marianne, and he just tried to torch the evidence.
He must have heard we were clearing out the house. He was worried we'd find it.
You know, I can't shake the feeling I've seen him here before.
Memory. Okay, this memory is outside, not in here. What happened? Why? Okay, I need to follow the memory.
Why are we seeing this? I don't know about you, but I haven't forgotten anything about that night.
I would have said the same thing, but something felt different. I need to see the rest.
But you know what happens down there.
That's the thing. I'm not sure I do.
All right, let's go.
So we need to follow this memory.
Some kind of work boot. Maybe fishing boots? He didn't try to get in here. Just like we left it.
So?
Still no sign of him.
Let's go around and check their memory again. We have already explored this place.
Nothing's been forced open.
So he didn't try to get into the house at all.
Nothing. This is where I tripped.
The Mad Hunter.
Wait, there was someone here that night? In the woods?
No. It was just... I saw... Who the hell did I actually see?
Okay, it was someone else and he thought it like the
Damn.
manhunter.
He ran straight for it. No stops, no turns. He was on a mission.
Was there someone over there?
The Mad Hunter.
What? No. That was the Mad Hunter.
What? What are you talking about?
That night, I thought I saw the Mad Hunter in the woods, but I guess it was just some asshole. Some asshole who just fucking stood there and watched while our mother chased me with a shotgun.
Do you think it was the same guy?
Maybe. I mean, it had to be him, right? They were wearing the same fishing gear.
Yeah, unless everyone who wants to mess with us is coordinating outfits.
And wait, he was here once before, wasn't he? A few days before Marianne died?
Maybe?
Hold on. Do you feel that? No hesitation. He knew where he was going. Trail ends here.
It looks like he jumped into the gully.
Hey, are there footsteps on the other side?
Yeah, that must be where he climbed out.
Well, he's long gone.
I can go that side. Did I miss that memory? Shit.
Tyler, not there.
Our mother fought with someone on the dock about us. We need to know if it was the same guy.
But what if it's not that memory? What if it's... I can't go through that again.
We have to take that chance.
But do we really? I mean, someone just tried to burn our barn down.
Yeah, and that means we've got to be close to something.
I'm not going on that dock.
Just one more time, even after what I did for you, just one more time.
Just one more time, please.
There's always just one more. Every time it seems like we're done with this, something new pops up.
What if this is the only chance to figure out who our father is?
Then we go on living our lives without him, just like we always have.
Come on, we need to know the truth. For her.
What if I don't want to know the truth, huh? Did you ever consider that? No. You just push and push and...
You have to take responsibility for your part in Marianne's death.
What?
I did not do
How
that.
can you say that to me?
I didn't. But I did, right? Earlier, to Eddie. But I swear I didn't just say that to you.
So we can't even trust our own voices now?
God, I don't know. Allison.
I'll do it. Let's go.
I need to be closer. What is happening?
Ouch! Watch it! You're stepping on my foot. Can you hear what they're saying? Quiet. We don't want Mom to catch us out of bed.
I told you that would happen.
We almost had it though. That was us watching Marianne fight with that guy. Try to focus on him, alright? Don't think about anything else.
I'll try.
Okay. We haven't been to this part here before. First time I tried to get here, I was not allowed to go. The game did not allow me.
I don't owe you anything.
You've been a little all over the place lately.
All over the place? I've just been trying to survive. If you want to make sure I don't get desperate, you could help us out. Lend me some money.
What happened? Why did it stop?
I can't, Tyler.
But we were so damn close.
I'm sorry. But I'm done.
That's it? You're just giving up, just like that. You can't do this. We owe her.
Marianne is gone, Tyler. And nothing we do is gonna change that.
Don't go, please.
You can't keep running from this alley, or it's only gonna get worse.
So you're here to make sure I've been keeping my mouth shut? I don't owe you anything.
Ouch! Watch it! You're stepping on my foot. Can you hear what they're saying? Quiet. We don't want Mom to catch us out of bed.
Sure I don't get desperate. You could help us out. Lend me some money.
There's no money.
I've never asked you for anything, but right now they need you.
It's not gonna happen.
I've got everything I need to nail your ass in that barn.
And just what do you think happens after that?
What do you mean?
Well, if those kids have a father, you really think there's a court out there that'll let you keep them?
No! You have no claim to my children! Get the hell off my property, now! If you ever come back here, I'm going to kill you!
Allison?
I'm going to kill you.
No. No, no.
I'm going to kill you. I'm going to kill you.
Okay, seems that's the end of chapter 2. Tyler felt relied when Allison chose his memory at the house. Tyler felt hard about kneeling time when Allison refused the house showing. Allison felt hopeful about becoming a family when Tyler forgave Eddie. Eddie was touched by Tyler's forgiveness. Michael felt awkward after Tyler turned him down. Tessa felt grateful the twins kept her in their lives.
There's something else. Look at this. What do you think? Should we give it a shot?
I think the crafty goblins have one more hatch to sneak through.
Let's go.
Okay, that ends chapter 2. Let's start with chapter 3, but we won't actually be continuing.
Once upon a time, in a deep and ancient forest, crafty goblins faced the truth about the darkness in the big wooden house.
It had come for the wise princess, driving her mad and causing her to attack them.
When they started asking questions about the princess in the darkness, the goblins realized that no one else in the forest wanted to know the truth.
So they dug and searched and asked hurtful questions, learning more about the wise princess than they had ever hoped to.
But the search took its toll. The darkness was proving too much for Sister Goblin, and yet Brother Goblin kept diving deeper and deeper until Sister Goblin finally said, "Enough."
And that was how the goblins found themselves separated again, hurt and confused, with so many unanswered questions and too many opened wounds. Allison, wake up.
She is having some kind of a nightmare. A nightmare.
only go forward and find a new place for herself in this world, where she was no longer truly a princess in a tiara and a beautiful gown, but a wan woman alone in a deep and ancient wood. You killed me.
You killed me!
Chapter 3 Inheritance. Okay. Eddie. Okay, she is not living with Eddie. Morning. I started collecting the documents you need for your rental application. I left the file for you downstairs in the kitchen counter. If you are still coming to meet Dee for lunch, you can drop off the documents and I'll make some copies for you. Take it easy today, Uncle Eddie. P.S. My famous buckwheat waffles are slowly growing cold in the kitchen.
He's right. Time to get my shit together.
Yeah, I will continue in the next video. Right now, I will read some stories. One, maybe two. The goblins. The pelican helps her friends. I read this. The goblin on their voice. The big frog is punished. The goblin saves the old beaver. I read up to this. The goblins irritate the Ice King. Let's read this. Once upon a time, in a deep and ancient wood, the crafty goblins were getting into all kinds of trouble. They had woken in a particularly mischievous mood that day, and there was not a single denizen in the ancient forest who they did not manage to pull a prank on. They left a mud pie in the princess's kitchen so that when she dug in, she got a big mouthful of dirt. They used paint to draw silly pictures over the moose's antlers when he slept. They told the mangy muskrat that his coat had been returned to its former glory, which made him very sad when he rushed to the water's edge and found he was in fact still mangy. They stole branches from the very old beaver's dam in order to have a sword fight. Um, and they filled the old bear's den with birds. Every time they ran away in a fit of giggles, never stopped to consider whether their jokes had done any harm. They were on their way to fill the Pia's pelicans big full of bubbles when they were hoisted into the air by their legs. Though they thrashed and shouted, they found themselves staring into the face of the Ice King. All morning, he said, I have been hearing complaints about you. They are just pranks, said the goblin. No one's really been hurt. Oh no, asked the Ice King. He forced them to see how each of the victims of their pranks was doing. The princess had a stomachache while swallowing the mud. The moose's antlers itched terribly while the paint had touched them. The muskrat was crying sad at being reminded what his vanity has cost him. The very old beaver's drain was flooded. The old bear was trying to get the birds out of his fur but finding most of them hopelessly tangled. For your punishment, said the Ice King, you must help each of them undo the harm you caused. If you do a good enough job of this, there will be no further punishment. If you do not, you will have to give me your noses so that you can no longer stick them into other people's business. Now, the goblins liked their noses right where they were in the middle of their faces, so they set about making things right. They baked a real pie for the princess and brewed her tea that would settle her stomach. They scrubbed the moose's antlers clean and then covered them in soothing mud. They sat by the river with the muskrat listening as he talked in great detail about his old coat, and then they did their best to point out all the things that were still handsome about, like his proud whiskers and sparkling eyes. Then they let the very old beaver rest while they repaired all the damage done to her den, and then finally they removed every burr from old bear's fur, even the ones that were hopelessly tangled. In the end, they came before the Ice King to see if they had enough. The Ice King surveyed the forest and found that everyone seemed to be back to normal. What did you learn? Asked the Ice King. That our pranks can make people feel bad, said the goblin. The Ice King smiled and nodded. Yes, actions have consequences. In case you forgot, I am going to leave you with a reminder. Whenever one of your pranks is going to hurt someone, you're going to feel a pit in your stomach. That will be your punishment and your warning. So, every time after the goblins set out to do a prank, went a little too far. They felt a little pit in their stomach and they were forced to consider whether it was the right thing to do. And that is how the goblins irritated the Ice King and how they were punished. Let's read one more story. The pelican forgives the goblin. Once upon a time, in a deep and ancient forest, there lived a pair of crafty goblins in a cave below a big wooden house. They lived with the wise princess, who shared as much food with them as she was able. But it was but it was never quite enough. They left the goblins hungry. This left the goblins hungry, very hungry, always hungry. One day, as they were out foraging for food, the fierce pelican landed on a rock and dumped a smorg- smorgasbord from their beak, which the goblins knew was magic and never emptied. There was there were king's crabs in red, blue, gold, and scarlet, veiny blue shrimp, pink shell scallops, oblong brown clams, purple spiny urchins, and even one prickly red sea cucumber. The food just kept coming. They watched as the pelican ate one clam and then took a nap. Do you think she would mind if we just took a little? Asked one goblin to the other. Her beak never empties. She won't possibly miss a couple of crabs, said the second, licking her lips. They were agreed, so they crept over, pitched some crabs, and ran. The goblins carved the crabs, but when they finished, they found that they were still hungry. She won't miss a handful of shrimp, said one goblin to the other. The goblins carved the shrimp, but when they finished, they found that they were still hungry. Maybe also a few scallops, said one goblin to the other. The goblins carved the scallops, but when they finished, they found that they were still hungry. So they went back to clams, then urchins, and finally even the sea cucumber. Finally, they were not hungry, but there was nothing left. Just then the pelican woke up. What happened to my food? She asked. Unable to lie about it, the goblins confessed their crime. The pelican was dismayed, but she was a charitable-hearted bird, and she could tell the crafty goblins were growing creatures. Goblins, said the fierce pelican, I will share my food with you, but you must, in return, follow my example and be generous with others as I am with you. Take that to heart, and I will have considered your dead pet. But we have nothing to give, said the goblin. You have your nimble hands and your crafty brains and your loving heart, said the pelican. The crafty goblins realized how much they had to give, and for the rest of the day they looked for ways to help the other creatures. They found the stalwart moose struggling with an itchy, hard-to-reach spot of his back, so they climbed up and gave it a good scratching. Next, they helped the old bear who could not get the honey out of the narrow beehive. They climbed up to the top of the tree with the hive and then dropped it, cracking it open. Finally, they found the princess crying over the loss she would not speak about, so they wrapped their little arms around her in a great big hug and stayed until she felt better. When they were done, they returned to the fierce pelican. Did it feel good being as generous as I am? Asked the pelican. It did, said the god. I am glad, said the pelican. We all have problems that we can't solve on our own. But if everyone goes about with generosity in their hearts, there is always someone on hand to help. But we must all commit to do so, or there may be no one there to help you when you need. This made sense to the goblins, and they thanked the fierce pelican for her food and the lesson. Of course, by this time they were hungry again, and that remained an ongoing problem until the day the stalwart moose taught them to fish, but that is another story. And this is how the fierce pelican forgave the crafty goblins and how she taught them charity. Okay, nice story. Okay, I'm going to end this video here and continue again in the next video. That's it for this video. I'll see you again in the next video. Bye bye.